Yep, what's happening? Excuse the acoustics in the background. I don't know how this audio is going to come out on the playback, but I could hear the echoes just from the place where I'm recording. So once again, I say, pardon the external noise, right? Because you're not here to hear auditory, external sounds. So I appreciate you just for listening right now. Let's get right into it. Change is constant, in my opinion. That's one thing in our lives that we can say appears to be very permanent, and that's change, right? Sometimes we're uncomfortable with change. Sometimes we're resistant to change, but this is something that's ever present, unfolding and allowing us to evolve, whether we want to evolve, want to change or not. And sometimes the change comes when it's out of our hands and we have to act accordingly. So I'm looking at what's taking place with Hex and the Hex community. And changes are happening. Changes are happening. I was a person who didn't like Hex in the beginning. And I've since changed my perspective because I learned to understand what it is. Right? All the while trying to balance real life with crypto. That's what I've done. That's what I've been doing. Hex is Hex and life is life. Hex is a part of life. It's not my absolute aspect of life. In totality, it's not. But I am learning to understand how this can be applied. Like, can you imagine all the economic, monetary energy being sucked up into this Hex vacuum? Because that's what it looks like is about to happen. Whether people want to accept it or not. That's what seems like is about to happen. The only way it can stop is if you shut down the entire electrical grid. Shut down the internet. Completely. I mean, how else can it stop? That's what I mean. Because if you look at the progression of the product known as Hex, all you see is upward mobility on the chart. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's the little engine that not only could, but it can. And it appears that it will continue to run. Because of the technology that it works on top of. See, I try to incorporate the simple aspects of this because it's very complex when you really go deep into the Hex contract. I try to deal with what's on the surface. And I'm looking at how when you put these devices down or whatever you use to connect with cryptocurrency, when you step away from that and you see everything that's going on in the world and in life, you wonder why. You begin to wonder, wow, so many people don't know about this. Imagine when they do know and find out. Oh, they're going to be upset. They're going to be upset. Once they find out, they're going to be upset. Because the way this thing is moving and what's going on and what's happening with the advent of PULSECHAIN, you better buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts. All the economic turmoil that's taking place for so many people across the planet, when they find out about Hex, they'll be mad, but then many will be mad and then will decide, you know what, they're going to take a chance. They're going to do their research and they're going to take a chance with the product because the product is affording something that nothing else is affording. So they're going to take a chance. They're going to take the risk. Some people just look at it and dismiss it altogether. That's part of life. That's just part of life. It's going to be like that. You pray for them. I'm a man of prayer. So, you just pray. Pray for them. Pray for those who don't want to take risks in life. Pray for those who try to remain closed-minded and still exist and do what it is that they do. Pray for them. Pray for them. Because you have all types of people on the spectrum, like as far as different categories. You can't just put people in just one box, right? And say, oh, they're going to react this way. Everyone's going to react that way. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work that way. Okay? For people who want a way out of whatever trials and tribulations they're dealing with, coming from a financial point of view, you can't frown on Hex. Because if you frown on Hex and you're still able to, or you decide to get into other projects or other product or whatever that seem sketchy right off the bat, you're not making sense. If you frown on Hex and you invest in Rocket, Doge, Elon, Safe Moon, Australian Safe Shepherd, Shiba Inu, and all these things, Ass Bag and all that, like if you make it make sense. Like make it make sense. You can't. If you could get into Rocket, Shiba Inu, Safe Moon, Yummy, and all these things, Doge, Elon, and then still say Hex is a scam? Come on, man. Question yourself. Question yourself. You have to. You have to question yourself. You have to. There are people who are steadfast into trading. I try to reach out to young people. They don't want to hear me. Okay. Regarding like Hex and crypto and no, they're about trading. They want to just trade. Everyone has to go through their way. Everyone has to learn their own way. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. Because more often than not, when you're trading, you lose. I don't care who you are. It's designed that way. The house has the bag. The house keeps the bag, the bigger bag, and pieces off fractions and crumbs to you and I. It's like a casino. The house always wins. Always wins. And they sort of play on your sensibilities to gamble your life away, literally. It's sad because, I've been a part of different communities in crypto, but crypto is crypto. Crypto is not about having third parties and intermediaries and middlemen and et cetera, but you find communities of people who are like-minded, but things do change, and that's fine. Going back to the whole premise of what I was talking about in the beginning of this, it's about change, accepting the change and moving forward. As long as there's a respect level that remains, then it's all good. Because I've seen change even within myself. I've seen the changes. I've seen it from when I started in crypto to now. It's just totally different. Totally different outlook. And I'm proud of the growth. I'm proud of the changes. I'm proud of the things that I've been able to learn from everyone in the space, good, bad, and indifferent. I'm thinking twice about, how to proceed with my channel. Not thinking twice, but just trying to make certain changes and stuff. But overall, it's very important for people to understand why they have to learn how to do their own research and trust their own intuition. And not listen to a bunch of noise to distract them, throw you off your path. You understand? I've had a lot more good times in crypto than bad, because those bad times sucked. But I've had a lot more good, a whole lot more good. It's been fun. It's been great. And I'm looking forward to a very, very, very adventurous and bright, illuminating future. Because I like to believe crypto is giving the common man and woman a way out from the grips of the financial tyranny that we've been under. There's some people that don't believe in crypto at all. They think it's just going to still go to zero. Meanwhile, at the same time, synonymous with those beliefs, you have people that have literally experienced great rewards, life-changing. Because those who have the different mindset, thinking that crypto is going to go to zero, hey, they're wrong. They've been wrong. Completely wrong. Perhaps they're scared. Perhaps when you're unaware or you don't know about something, you tend to fear it. So many people fear crypto. It could get a little complicated, but I'm going to keep things simple. A lot of people fear it. They fear what they don't know. They fear to take chances. They fear to take risks. The people is going to be like that. That's why they exist, to show you the examples of what you may or may not want to become. A pleb. Not only a pleb, but a wrecked pleb. Plebeian. We all started as plebs. Right? We have to learn. Had to adapt. Had to accept. Had to reject. Had to modify. Had to upgrade. change of view, start all over again, had to fall, had to get back up, had to win, had to fail, had to win again. Till you finally able to get it and say, you know what, this course right here is incredible. This course is incredible. I'm looking at Hex like this, like it's just done things that there's no other product that's done in such a short period of time. Nothing. So why not give it its acknowledgement? Why not? If you're about crypto, do your research. Do your research, folks. That's all I have for today. I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.